What's up, Cyber World? I'm JaGurl Ravin, and this is the JaGurl Ravin podcast. What's going on, Cyber World, and welcome to the JaGurl Ravin podcast. First of all, I'm so excited because this is my first ever episode, and I'm so hyped right now. Everybody's been like, you need to do a podcast, so shit, fuck it, why not? Hey, we here. And you're here on the show, and you're listening, so I appreciate you for tuning in. And every episode, we're going to talk education, we're going to talk entertainment, news, and gossip, with a little psychological, statistical twist. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going to be the typical conversation. We're going to talk facts. We're going to talk stats. And we're going to talk everything in between. And on the first episode, I'm so excited because the person who is here right now is actually the first person I ever interviewed one-on-one. So if you don't know, well, you should know, I'm the CEO of JaGurl Entertainment, which is the home of JaGurl TV, which is the blog I started 4 years ago. And Shanae Thomas is in the building.
What's up, girl?
How
you doing?
I'm so excited, y'all, because like I said, she definitely believed in JaGurl TV when I first told her about the idea, and instantly she was like, let's do the interview, let's get it. Yeah. And gave me my shot, that one-on-one interview, which probably got I think over 10, maybe almost close to 10,000 views now. So nice. It's rolling. Nice. What's up, Shanae?
How are you?
I'm great, girl. I'm so excited. So Shanae is drinking some tea.
I am.
And I'm sipping on some Merlot.
We're going to sip
because I just love my red wine. If you know me, you know that I love red wine. Yes. Give me some Merlot and I'll be all great.
We've calmed down from the younger days when our drinks of choice were tequila and Hennessy.
Yes.
Now I'm at the bar like, can I get a Prosecco, please?
Exactly. So me and Shanae go way back. Yes. I've known Shanae for years. This is way before Bad Girls Club. Yes. Way before Bad Girls Club. Back when we were go-go vixens.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Can you believe? Oh yeah, we do. And we have matching tattoos. I totally forgot to mention that. Yes. We have matching tattoos. The pinky. Yes. The star on our pinkies. It was a GGB thing.
Gang.
Gang for life.
Period.
That's what's up. Can you imagine where we've come and where we are right now?
I could have never imagined that. I'll say this. You can always see it. Mm-hmm. You always see it. You always want it. But you never really fully think of it as obtainable. Mm-hmm. So it's like to see how hard we both worked to come from where we were. You know what I mean? And to actually be taken seriously as women in the business that we're both in, that are both male dominated. Right. It's just like a beautiful thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like exactly. The hustle has never let up for sure. And I'm really proud of us for real.
Oh yeah. We
really did that.
Through the city. You know what I'm saying? But and that's cool because I love that you're bigger than Bad Girls Club. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people associate you with the show. Yeah, but you do so much more than just the girl that was on Bad Girls Club.
So much more. Right.
So let's talk about a little bit of what you have going on.
Okay. Well, since BGC, first off, let's start with saying that I filmed Bad Girls Club when I was 22.
Yes, this was 2015.
Yes.
Now I'm giving away your age.
And older now, So that's all we're gonna say. Right. When I originally did that show, it was more so just to see if I could do it. It was kind of like a bucket list thing. And when I made it through, it was kind of like, damn. So this is like real life, you know what I mean?
Right.
I think the biggest thing about BGC was when I left and I came home, I didn't really know what direction I wanted to go in. So for a long time, for like 2 years, all I did was just like kind of tour and party. In so many major cities. I was kind of doing like the artist thing for a little bit after the show. So, you know, people were paying me to come perform and stuff like that. So, like,
Right.
living that kind of, like, tour lifestyle was, like, dope, but it wasn't really me. It was just
Right.
kind of like something that, you know, was there and you're just having fun.
Right.
And I had to really, like, buckle down and be like, okay, what is it necessarily that you really want to do? Because you have this platform that's never really going to go away.
Right.
And you can really capitalize from it. And I'm not going to lie, you know, being 22, 23, 24, it's just party. It's just fun.
Oh,
you know what I mean? That's really,
exactly
that's really all it was about for a long time. So, like,
Right.
I had to instill discipline in me. I had to really get focused and I had to have I needed to have the want to be taken seriously.
Exactly. Now that you mentioned that, let me ask you, because on the show they take away your phone.
Yes.
They y'all barely have any mirrors, because I went to visit you on set.
Yes, you did.
And boy, was it interesting. So
Yes,
they put you in
did.
this big house.
Yes.
Filled with alcohol.
Yes.
Because they want you to get fucked up.
Every night.
And take away your phone.
Yes.
Shorten all your phone conversations to family and friends.
Yes.
Do you think that played a psychological effect on you going into the real world? Because you were there for how many weeks?
I was there for a month and 2 weeks.
A month and 2 weeks.
And it definitely took a toll on a lot of things, because as tough and as hard as people see me, or as I come off, I'm actually very, very sensitive. Can we curse?
Yeah, girl.
Okay, I'm very fucking sensitive. Like overly fucking sensitive. Like crazy mouth, crazy attitude, crazy temper. At least back then.
Right.
And just so sensitive. So, like, what I went through in the house, it kind of took a toll on me, because I really wasn't expecting it. It was like literally one day we were all cool, and the next day it was like, let's get Nae out the house.
Yeah.
So, like, my trust in people, because I was always kind of like, you know, I'll trust you until you give me a reason not to.
Exactly.
After that experience, it was like, I don't trust nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was kind of like, I walked into so many relationships, even new friendships, with like, I don't trust you. You know what I mean? I don't know what you're capable of. I'm not going to put anything past you.
Damn.
Even with the people that were already in my life.
Damn.
And, you know, it took a toll on relationships that I had. It was just a lot. Like, it was definitely an adjustment, and I'm thankful for it, but, you know, it's not necessarily a program where you necessarily walk out of it better. It's more so of a program that is made to entertain their viewers.
Yeah.
It's kind of made to low-key break you down and make you go crazy.
Oh, my God.
You're used to you have to get used to things that you've never been used to or accustomed to in life.
Wow.
And so I didn't realize that until maybe like at least a year or two after I did the show. I was like, yo, this show is really here to break down women, not build us up.
No.
At all.
And even when we were there, they made it seem completely different on the show.
Absolutely.
So I actually want to clarify some things, because I went back to the show and I seen how they made it seem as if, you know, the girls were like, oh, they just gonna be in our section. First of all, we had our own section.
Period.
That was number one. We weren't even around those girls in that section.
At all.
And the girls didn't even take the time to really try to get to know us, except for like two of them. And it was barely, you know what I mean?
It was more so on some funny shit. Like, it wasn't even genuine. It was more like, okay, so who are y'all? What are y'all about? Type
Exactly.
shit. Like trying to call your card.
Yeah.
And it was crazy, because I remember so vividly the day that it was you. It was another friend of mine, Isis. It was Allie.
Shout out to Isis and Allie.
And we were all in the house, and they came home after the club. And we were upstairs in my room that I shared with others.
Right.
And, you know, they're in a confessional or in interviews, like, these bitches are in our room, in our house. Bitches, it's just as much as my room in my house as it is yours.
Exactly.
And then it was kind of like the funny shit, like, well, why don't y'all come downstairs? And Isis and you felt like, they telling us to come downstairs because they trying to like.
And we was with the shit.
And so Isis and Raven was like, yeah, let's go downstairs.
We was with
like, literally hopped up, went downstairs,
Yep.
posted on the couch. These niggas put their hair up. Raven and Isis put their hair up. Allie's was already up. Like, posted on the couch, We went downstairs. Nobody said
Nothing.
anything.
Not a motherfucking
Anything.
word.
Like, y'all ask us to come downstairs, and then y'all are in the kitchen. We're in the living room just waiting. Like,
exactly.
we're here now.
But
you know
then
what
when
I mean?
we leave...
Yep.
Then they want to pop off on Shanae. And what made us upset the most, we were outside asking to come back in because we knew what they were going to do to you. And the producers was like, sorry, you guys can't come back in. You guys have to leave.
Yep.
Because we had already felt like when we leave, they're going to try her. And as soon as we tried to go back in, the producers would not let us back in.
And literally 10 minutes after y'all pulled off, I was packing my stuff. I was packing my stuff to leave. I remember because I called Allie after they gave me my phone. I was in the van. And I was like, hey, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
And she was like, no. And I was like, bro, no, you don't even understand what just happened. Like, people always comment on that fight that I was in the bedroom when I basically got jumped.
Right.
And people don't understand how long I was in that room. Like, I was in that room fighting. What it felt like was for my life because, you know, you watch the show, you've seen the show. I've been on the show. I've seen other fights get broken up so much quicker than what my fight was. You know what I mean? And, like, it took such a long time to get a handle on everyone. So that's really the part that got to me. Then after they broke it up, they told me that I had to go to a hotel. And I was like, I'm not going to a hotel. I was like, if y'all take me to a hotel, I'm going home. Right. Because me personally, it's like, they just did what they did. The way that I am, we can all go downstairs, we can move this furniture, and we can line it up one by one. But y'all don't want me to do that. Y'all want me to leave and then come back tomorrow. I'm not going to do that.
Right.
I'm not about to leave and collect my thoughts. My thoughts are collected.
They want you to, like...
I know what I want to do. You know what I mean? Like, and then it's like another thing was, I don't know if you remember, but y'all flew in because we were throwing that pool party. Yeah. That pool party was the next day. So I was like, I'm going to tell you one thing. Y'all let me go to this hotel. Y'all want me to come back? I'm going to go to this hotel. I'm going to call my friends. They're going to come to the hotel. I'm going to tell them what happened. We're going to all walk in that house tomorrow for that pool party. And it's going to go completely different. Exactly. It's not going to be security and this, that, and the third. Like,
yeah, but they ain't want that.
It really wasn't that. You know what I mean? And even with going forward to when I did the reunion, all these, you know, there were other fights, there were other people, this, that, and the third. I'm the one that gets sent home. You know what I mean? So it's like, I always just felt like I got the short end of the stick when it came to that show. So, and it's crazy because they have reached out to me several times for other spinoffs, and it's just like, no. Like, I don't want to do it anymore. You know what I mean? Like, y'all had y'all chance. Y'all played me. There's so much footage that isn't shown. There's so much thing. Even with y'all, with my friend, you know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't show the communication, the back and forth. It makes it seem like we just all in the room looking all like, no, you know what I mean?
We was in the pool, we was chilling.
Bro, they took out the part when Ravin came in the house and there were pictures. You laughing because you know what I'm about to say. There were pictures on the wall of all the girls. Ravin came in the house. She dusty. She looked broke. She got a big forehead. Her weave is trash. Bitch, you look like SpongeBob. I'm like, bro, they gonna play this on the show, and we gonna have to really scrap at the reunion, bitch, because this nigga went down every like, you look dirty, like no hesitation. I'm sitting there like,
no
bro,
fucks given.
I'm like, bro, this is about to be like crazy, like, but they didn't even show that.
No, they didn't show anything.
Show half of the stuff that really happened. So reality TV for me is definitely like, right, you know, I did it. Scratched it off the bucket list, and now it's just like, okay, cool.
Right, and now you're with Wildin' Out, casting.
Yes.
Yes! Look at the come up, though!
Yes.
So how has that experience been? I seen you on set.
Yes.
I was on set dance battling.
Yes, and it made it to the show.
I dance battled DC Young Fly.
And battled in heels. And had the crowd go. I still have the footage on my phone. Had the crowd going crazy. That nigga pop like. I said, oh.
Because originally I was just supposed to be dancing.
Yes.
But then DC Young Fly came out of nowhere.
Yes.
And was like, hold on, I'm going to dance battle you. And Nick Cannon was like, oh, DC say he could battle you.
Oh, God.
Oh, it was like, over from there.
I'm in the side like, DC don't even know what's about to happen, boy. You know, like, he don't even know what's about to happen. He think that this is just some random girl coming up here and dance. No, nigga, we do this.
Right.
Like, this is what we were doing first.
Exactly.
Before anything else, before we got involved in anything, it was dance and music. That's where we started with this industry.
Exactly.
So it's like, bro, I'm like, yo, don't think because she in heels, she not about bro, that nigga went off. I'm on the side. Listen, the footage I have, you can hear me going crazy. I'm like, yes! Let's go! Niggas is like, whoa. I'm like, I know her. It's fine. It's not that.
Right.
I'm like going crazy. The crowd was crazy. Like the energy was so dope. I was so happy.
It was amazing
to see you, and it was Amy, right? You and Amy.
Yeah, Amy was there with me. Yeah, shout out to Amy.
I was so happy to see you and Amy, and for y'all to be able to see me on the set. You know what I mean?
Like, because you was on set working. I'm talking about the headset, the clipboard.
Listen, I got like 7 phones in my fanny pack because the Wild 'N Out girls got to give me their phone before they go on stage. I'm running back and forth. Hey, Nae, one of the Wild 'N Out girls need lip gloss. Oh, okay, got you. Lip gloss. Like, I'm running. Okay. She needs water. Okay, got you. Right. We need a towel. Okay, cool. I got you. Bruh, like that was like, it was running up and down all across, but it was by far, without a doubt, the best job I've ever had.
That's what's
the best job I ever had. Like waking up, knowing I'm going to set. I could do that. I could do that for the rest of my life. Like that was literally so much fun. The vibes were great. Everyone that worked on that show, from the back, like the crew, the stage manager, the head director, you know what I'm saying, the comedians, the security, like every single person on that set was nothing but positive vibes. It was amazing.
That's the best environment to work in.
I loved it. Like I can't wait for season 14 to start.
Yes. So season 14 will be in Atlanta. Yes. But it's the last season in Atlanta.
It's our last hoorah.
What is going on? Why?
Listen, we loved Atlanta. Everyone, the cast, the girls. Nick loves the energy. But it's like it's a constant switch up.
Right.
I don't want people to think that we've only filmed in LA. You know what I mean? We filmed in LA. We filmed in New York. We came here. We'll definitely be back. But it's like, okay, cool. We got the feel for it. Now it's time to wrap it up. You know what I mean? But it was definitely a lot of fun. It was definitely a lot of fun. And this last season, hopefully, is going to be like a nice little last hoorah for Atlanta.
Oh, yeah. No, it definitely. You know what I mean? So, and I'm going to be there, too. You know what I'm saying? I got to make sure I make a little guest appearance. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe round 2 for this battle.
I told DC. I said, when we going to do this round 2? He said, let's do it.
All right.
So, hey.
He better come correct.
DC, I hope you ready.
Because if Raven coming flats, it's really
it's really a problem.
I'm going to be like, you know what? I'm going to bow out. I'm going to just go ahead and
right,
leave
exactly.
real quick, this is about to be a massacre on the stage.
Exactly. Boy. So right now we're going to talk about a few entertainment topics that are going on. Friday was a big day. This past Friday. Today's Monday. This past Friday was huge. A lot of albums dropped. Yes. Shout out to Sammy. He dropped a project this past week. I'm so happy for him. Yes. Finally he dropped his project, which is awesome. Shout out to Empire, who he's signed with as well. Also this past weekend, 2 Chainz dropped his project, True. And it was his 5th album that he dropped. Rapper Go to the League. Now I was talking to Shanae a little bit before we came back, and and she was saying she hasn't listened to it yet.
I haven't. I've been so busy. I'm sorry, Chainz. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. But the album is dope. A lot of people are saying that this is his most consistent album. Okay. Because he's definitely been consistent, I think, throughout all of his albums. And I even heard Charlamagne the God say that this was his best body of work.
Wow,
this was his best album. And when Charlamagne said that, I was like, whoa. Yeah. Okay, that's huge.
That's saying something. Because first of all, Charlamagne don't compliment too many people.
Exactly.
Let's just be clear.
Exactly. And what really stood out to me was a lot of his features that he had on the album. He had Kendrick Lamar, Ariana Grande, Chance the Rapper, Young Thug, Lil Wayne, Travis Scott. Like, what? Definitely a huge lineup. But the main thing that stood out to me the most about the album was that it was A&R'd by LeBron James.
Crazy,
right?
Crazy.
And when people think of LeBron, they think, oh, the basketball player
for sure.
Is on a team, switches teams, best player of all times, whatever you may know him as. But a lot of people don't realize his connection that he has with music.
Right.
Him and Kevin Durant did a song before together. It wasn't huge, like, on the radio, but they were in the studio together. And they made a song.
gotta look into that.
You gotta look into it. You gotta listen to it. They made a song, and it was definitely something. You know, they were playing around, but it just goes to show like they're definitely tied into it. And in the interview, I know 2 Chainz was saying that he picked LeBron because what better way to tie him into music than to have him A&R the project. It was basically more so him picking LeBron, not necessarily because LeBron is like music savvy, but just because of the connection, like rap or go to the league. So people think LeBron, they think basketball, but LeBron does more than just basketball.
Right.
And that's what 2 Chainz was highlighting as well too.
Right.
In one of his interviews, like LeBron has a school, as well as Kevin Durant. They both have schools that are bringing in African Americans in lower communities together to help them during after school programs and stuff. So I thought that was really dope. But another thing that stood out to me most with LeBron A&R, and when you think of an A&R, you think of, you know, they're working on a project, they're picking the producers, they're picking the songwriters, but LeBron literally just sat with 2 Chainz and helped pick the songs for the album. 2 Chainz recorded, I think he said 22 or 24 songs, and
that's crazy.
LeBron went through them and picked them.
That's crazy to me. And he trusted LeBron's choices.
Trusted LeBron's choices. So what do you think about the stereotype of fathers not being in African American children's lives? So one of the songs on the album, I'm Happy to Be Alive, talked about father-son relationships. And it said that fathers are, of course, needed to be in their sons' lives, and that fathers try to make their son grow up too fast. But I think that mothers, in a sense, try to make the son grow up fast. What are your thoughts on that? Because that kind of stood out to me a little bit.
Okay, so the first thing I want to touch on is father-son relationships. I do think that they are very important and very detrimental to how our young black men turn out when they become men, actual men. I do feel like there is a negative kind of cloud over black men, and they are assumed to not be in their children's lives. But and I'm not going to say that isn't the case sometimes. It is. But in the same breath, I feel like a lot of the time, black men are taken away from their father. Black men are taken away from their children.
Yes. Let's speak on that.
So I feel like it's like a constant battle between the black man who is trying his best and the black man who isn't trying at all.
Exactly.
I feel like a lot of the time those lines between the two are blurred, and a lot of the time we just put them all in one category.
Exactly.
And it's like, you have to give credit to the black man who might have made mistakes. You know what I mean? Who might have taken a certain path based off of the environment that he was subjected to.
Right.
But, tries to make the effort to change. But a lot of the time, when you make those mistakes, you're branded as that forever.
Exactly.
And I can speak on that when it comes to, like, Bad Girls Club. I am nothing like the person I was when I was 22. Right. But I will always be Nae from Bad Girls Club. It doesn't matter what I do from that point on ever. Right. You know what I mean? I've come very far, and I don't need validation from anyone. I'm very secure in myself.
Right.
And I know the body of work that I've put in, and I've worked my ass off to be taken seriously, so no one's going to ever take that from me. Right. But I will always be Nae from Bad Girls Club.
So let me ask you this. How does one break out of that box, of that stereotype?
You just have to be true to yourself. You know what I mean? And when it comes to black men having, their kids in their lives. You know what I mean? You just have to be true to yourself. Even for the black men that don't have their kids in their lives, you have to be true to yourself then too.
Yeah.
When people call you a deadbeat or ain't shit nigga, or you know what I mean, you're the stigma on black men that we're trying to break, and they get offended. It's like. Change it.
Right. And I'm going to tell you what bothers me the most about that, too. Because a lot of times people will say, you're a deadbeat, you ain't this, you ain't that. But the father could be trying. A lot of the times, you got to remember, it's so many things that play a part into the stereotypical black father.
Right.
Because you got to play the mother to a certain extent. Like, what is the mom doing? Is she allowing him to see the kids? Is she allowing him to
And that's
be around?
another thing that we do need to take notice of. It's just as much as the mother's responsibility as the father's responsibility.
Exactly.
And I feel like us women have to take responsibility for who we choose to bear children with.
Exactly.
So it's like, it all goes hand in hand. If you choose to lay down with a kid and have a kid, it's like, children don't make a boy into a man. I want to make that very clear.
Exactly.
Children do not push the growth in young men. It doesn't do anything. It's like, okay, now you have a kid. That's it. Right. You have to have the want and the desire to man up and be that father. Exactly. And as far as the subject of who in the household makes the young man grow up faster, I think it goes hand in hand. I'm not going to put it more on the mother. I'm not going to put it on more on the father. It could be the mother pressuring the boy to become a man because there is no other man in the house.
Exactly.
There is nobody else. So it's you. You have to be that man. And a lot of people, and a lot of times, young boys, when they start to learn and get a real understanding of I am the man of the house at 12 and 13, they take on that role and they take it so seriously. You feel what I'm saying? And then it's like, and then you have the father who may want the boy to grow up faster because he needs to prepare himself for the harsh realities of being a black man in America. Exactly. You don't really have the luxury to enjoy your childhood the way that others of other races might be able to. You need to know what you're getting yourself into. You need to know the type of world you're walking into. Exactly. So I can't sit here and hold your hand and be like, oh, this, that, and the third. No. When you get to a certain age, 12 and 13, and now I feel like I can talk to you as that young boy who's becoming a man, I'm gonna let you know, like, listen, it's not all peaches and cream and sunshine. Right. The way that this household runs and the way that you're seen and looked at in this household is not how people are going to see you out here. Exactly.
And I don't think people really understand how deep that is.
No.
To have that conversation with your child.
It's
because
a
lot of races don't have that issue.
They don't. And it's very, especially within the past 7 years with everything that's taken place.
Yeah.
With the constant killings by police and the riots and just the uproar of so many injustices that have been done to young black men, even older black men and women. I cannot allow myself, I would not be able to allow myself as a black woman, as a mother to a young black boy to not tell him the real of the realities of what you're walking into.
Right.
And the target that you have on your back automatically because of who you are.
Exactly.
I'm not going to let you go out here blind because who am I when I get, God forbid, when I get that phone call, your son's been arrested for this, that, and the third. And I go pick my son up and he's like, Mom, I don't even know what I did.
Right.
I understand that, baby. But you know, I should have told you that this could have happened.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be that woman. I'm not going to be that. I'm going to be that woman that instills it in my son. Like, at the end of the day, I know I raised you right. And I know your father or my partner raised you right. You feel what I'm saying? I know that. But at the end of the day, all of that sometimes won't matter. It won't matter how smart you are, how well behaved you are, how good of a life you may come from, how wealthy your parents may be, or how well they instilled the right characteristics and the right morals in you. You will always be a target, unfortunately. And I'm going to prepare you for that so that when it comes your way, you know how to handle it.
Right.
You don't. I don't have to pick you up and be like, Mom, I didn't know. Nah.
Right. And this is everything from teaching a kid how to act when he's pulled over from the police.
Oh, yeah, everything.
Teaching a kid how to act if he out at a club and he's leaving the club with his friend, they're a little rowdy, and the police approach them.
It's going to be a rundown of everything you need to do to make sure you make it home at night.
Exactly.
Everything you need to do. You get pulled over, you keep your hands on that wheel. When you get in the car, before you even start the car, you put your ID, your registration, somewhere where it is reachable and in plain sight. Period.
Exactly.
Every time you get in the car. You get pulled over, you roll the window down before the cop even walks up.
Exactly.
Before he even walks up, roll it down and then put your hands back where you see him.
Yeah.
You say yes, sir. You say no, sir. You say yes, ma'am. You say no, ma'am. You talk with nothing but respect. You don't have. It's not being a coon or a pickaninny. You are playing the game.
Exactly.
You are playing the game so that at the end of the day, you can win. And I can know that my baby came home and he handled himself the way that he had to handle it.
Right.
You know you didn't do anything wrong. You know you weren't speeding. You know you didn't run no red light. You know you put on your turn signal.
Yep.
All of that is fine. But baby, the way that I'm working, the way that I'm putting in this work to instill and have a real divine future for me and whoever is in that future with me, my little boy is going to be riding in something that they feel like he shouldn't be riding in.
Facts. And
so I'm going to make sure that you know that you are going to be a target in this Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah.
So make sure that you handle yourself accordingly.
Exactly.
That's just how I see it. And I'm not going to feel bad about giving those harsh realities to my son at a young age. I'm not going to feel bad about it. I'm going to know I did everything that I could to protect my son.
Exactly. So speaking of children and sons, let's talk about another twist in the entertainment industry when it comes to children and sons.
What are we talking about?
This conversation about to go left real quick. But still on topic.
Let me take a sip of this.
While I take a sip of my Merlot. You know what I'm saying?
Pinkies up, you know.
Girl. So let's talk about kids.
Oh, Lord.
So Michael Jackson. God rest his soul.
Can we just let that man sleep?
Can we let him sleep?
Can we just let that man sleep?
Can we let him sleep? Like, this man has passed away. Has been gone for some years now.
Some years.
And they are bringing this man back to light in a negative
In the most negative way.
So the Sundance Festival, which was last year, they did the film, Leaving Neverland, where, of course, there's a documentary of Wade and Jimmy. Those were two boys that Michael Jackson, of course, was around when they were 7 and 10. They came out to talk about Michael Jackson and to talk about their experience, their sexual experiences with him as he molested them when they were younger. Mind you, they were 7 and 10 when this happened. They are now grown man, and he's dead. But they're coming forward now, and they're talking about it with this documentary. And my issue with this documentary is, number one, like we say, he passed away. That's the first issue. The second issue that I have is they're not giving Michael Jackson an opportunity to defend himself.
Yeah.
How can you come forward like that to somebody who passed away? That's just like when they spoke about Aaliyah with the R. Kelly documentary. How can you speak about Aaliyah when she isn't here to speak on the story herself?
Yeah,
so that was my issue. And they said everything from Michael Jackson, said that God brought us together in the interview they did with Gayle King on CBS in the morning.
Yeah.
God brought us together. Then you bring religion into it and put God's name on something that you're speaking on with this man who passed.
This is how I see it. You know what? I'm really torn when it comes to, I wouldn't even say R. Kelly, because fuck him.
I'm on a R. Kelly strike as well. I gotta say,
him.
Right. I'm definitely on an R. Kelly strike.
I got into a really big, almost a physical altercation with a male DJ because he played R. Kelly. I respectfully went up to him and asked him. I said, "Can you please turn this off?" Mm-hmm. He said, "Okay." I walked away and then he played another. He turned it off and then played another R. Kelly song.
Oh wow!
And then when I peeked and looked, he was talking to his homeboy and he was like doing this type of gesture. I took a cup of ice. No. I went to the DJ booth. And I threw it in his face.
Oh my God. I could totally see you doing that.
And my manager came up to me. He was like, "Nae." I was like, "Well, who's going to check?"
Who's the DJ?
Who's gonna check me? I don't know his name.
Oh.
He knows who he is.
Oh.
If he comes across this, he'll know exactly who he is.
Well, all right now.
I sure the fuck did. Y'all not about to play with me? I asked nicely.
Yeah.
And then you tried to play me. Like, I could tell he was like, probably like, man, fuck her type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got something for that ass.
So the main issue that bothers me with this R. Kelly story and the Michael Jackson story, which is what I want to tie it into with little boys, would you let your little son hang out with an industry professional when you are not around?
No. And that's a big thing when it came to the R. Kelly story, too, is like everyone's first go-to with the young woman is, where was y'all moms?
Where were the parents?
It's confusing to me. Okay, let me speak on the Michael first, and then I'll speak on R. Kelly. With the thing with the Michael Jackson story is, like you said, A, he has passed away.
Yeah.
B, it's like you said, they were 7 and 10. They are now grown men. Even though I do not want to put a time frame on when a person is able to speak up on their experiences.
Right.
However, it does seem a little motivated by something other than like clarity and truth. It doesn't really seem genuine or necessary.
Exactly.
It's very upsetting because it's almost as if you want to tarnish the Michael that we knew when he passed away. You know what I mean? Of course, these allegations have always been up and down in the media. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Just like the R. Kelly situation has always been up and down in the media.
Exactly.
But it's like, what can we do about it now? He's no longer here. With the women who are stepping forth with the R. Kelly situation, you have this whole campaign, Mute R. Kelly, that has been going on for years. It didn't just start up yesterday. They have been going for years. With people who had come out years ago with their sides of the story. With hey, I'm willing to do this. I'm willing to go here. I'm willing to, come forth and this, that, and the third. And people have swept it under the rug and they didn't listen and this, that, and the third. So that I feel like is a little different because it's been a prolonged listen to us type of situation.
Right. So let me ask you this. Do you believe both allegations? Do you believe the allegations against R. Kelly, and do you believe Wade and Jimmy talking about Michael Jackson?
I have absolutely, positively no doubt in my mind about any single thing that was said on that R. Kelly documentary. I do not doubt one thing. Not one thing.
Yeah.
And I will say this, I'm not going to say her name because that's not fair to her. But I do know someone that did date R. Kelly.
Oh, wow.
She dated R. Kelly at the same time that he was dating Jocelyn.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So does he have women in his home that are like locked up in rooms for real? Like is that really what's going on?
I will say this, and this is all I'm going to say. I believe everything that was said on that documentary. Every single thing. There is not one thing that I doubt. And it's just rough. Yeah. Hurt people. You know what I mean? Damaged people, are damaged. They don't really know what love really is. They don't really have a real idea on knowing that there is better. There is, it's not normal. You know what I mean? A lot of the things that R. Kelly has, subjected women to and made them do. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course you in relationships where it's like, yes, this is my daddy, this is daddy. But, don't slap me if I don't call you daddy, my nigga. Like, like if I call you Kels, it should be all right.
Exactly.
Like, that's your motherfucking name. Like,
so what about Michael Jackson? Do you believe that he really touched the boys?
It's so hard.
Did he touch the boys?
It's so hard. You know what? I don't ever want to say that a victim is lying. It's so hard, especially being someone that, maybe at one time was a victim. Speaking about myself, it's so hard to sit here and say that someone is lying about their story. You know what I mean? Especially one that has to do with, rape and molestation and abuse. And
so you said you've been a victim?
Yes, absolutely, for sure. Mm-hmm. So it's so hard to sit there and I'm not a person who speaks on it for real. Yeah. Like I don't really even.
I'm surprised you even mentioned it now. I'm
not ashamed to say that it has happened, but I'm still not in the place to talk about it. So that's why it's like I'm not going to sit here and say that someone should have a timeline, because what happened to me, I was young, but maybe my day will come when I'll sit in an interview and I'll be transparent about my
you always have the JaGurl
my
podcast,
experiences, but it's I don't want to put a time frame on when someone is able to speak on that, because it is something that takes people years to really come to terms with and to understand. I don't really see myself as a victim anymore. I can discuss it amongst loved ones, as and not get emotional anymore, which was, it took a long time to get there. I can be transparent. I can say the person's name. You know what I mean? I can speak on who they are. I can't necessarily speak to them. They are someone that, I guess you could say is friend of the family or whatever the case is.
Okay, I was gonna say, so it's not a family member.
No.
Okay.
But they are around, so it's just like I'm not really a person that speaks, or is gonna reach out or be fake. You know what I mean? But I just don't want to sit here as someone that's been through it and be like, you're lying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to do that, but I will say that. I will say that it is unfair that the person being accused of these acts does not have a chance to tell their truth. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I do feel bad for, the Jackson family having to deal with that after, the death of Michael wasn't an easy thing. It wasn't like he was sick, he was in the hospital. It was very sudden, you know what I mean, for the world. You know what I mean? Niggas really thought Michael Jackson was gonna be 92, still like,
Yeah,
you know
and he was getting ready for a tour.
He was getting
ready to go on tour,
and he was back at it like he never left. You know what I mean? Like, so it's a difficult subject, especially for someone like me. Anyone that knows me, especially my family, knows that I was a huge Michael and Janet Jackson fan. Still am to this day. So it's a very touchy subject, as a fan point of view, to really be like, and someone who's been a victim, to be like, oh, they're lying or they're telling the truth. You know what I mean? But I would hope that it's truthful for them. I hope that it gives them whatever clarity or peace of mind that, they're searching for. Right. And, I just, the truth will always come out at the end of the day, whether you want it to or not.
Exactly.
So that's where I am with Michael. But with R. Kelly, it's very disgusting. It's very heartbreaking, especially the portion about Aaliyah. And I do agree, because of the fact that she was not able to speak on it herself. I do find it unfair. However, I do not doubt the part about her in the story. Exactly. I don't doubt it one bit.
Oh, yeah, not at all. It came out on with matching outfits and an interview. And
that girl was looking at him like he was the best thing walking. He's my best friend. I said, oh, no. I said, no, that's that good D look right there. I said, no, not my baby.
Hey, let me tell you some good.
He just sitting there like, yeah, you say that, girl. You say exactly what we rehearsed, goddammit. I'm looking like, no.
Oh, my God.
No.
I see no lies.
And it's crazy because we were so young during, like us. Like, we were so young during that time. We didn't know.
No, but age ain't nothing but a number.
And number
seems like you ready.
But thing. Hey. Like, what? Seems like you ready. Bump and grind? My mind is telling me no.
Okay, I'm going to be honest. After the documentaries came out.
But my body's telling me yes. That's about a girl. That's about a young girl.
I had to go back and listen. So when I saw the documentary, I was like, oh, I got to go listen.
Yeah.
And no, you're totally
your body's
right.
calling me.
Yeah.
All of that.
All that.
I'm listening to it like, oh, my God.
I was like, my poor young ears at the time.
Oh, my God. Like,
and I wonder why I was dealing with older men when I was young. But let's go here, though. Because in the documentary, one of the girls was 14. And I had to sit back and I had to think about when I was younger, 13, 14, the type of dudes that I was talking to. Mm-hmm. And at that time, they were older men.
I sat there and told someone that I'm dating at the moment, we were talking about the R. Kelly situation, and I sat there and I was like, you know what's so crazy? I remember so vivid. You were around. Mm-hmm. I remember so vividly being 20. I might have been 20. Mm-hmm. And I was dating a 40-year-old. Mm-hmm. You know who I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. I was dating a 40-year-old.
Oh, I know.
And he had a daughter who was 3 years younger than me.
Exactly.
And she was not the biggest fan of me at all.
Well, I mean, typically, yeah.
It's like back then I didn't even see the issue, but now being older and watching the documentary, I'm thinking like, yo, like.
That's what I'm thinking too, because I'm going to be honest, when I was 13, 14, I was talking to a lot of older guys. And they weren't even that old. It was like 19, 18,
yeah, for sure.
You know, like 21.
For sure.
You know, and when you're that age, I think you have a mindset like, I'm grown. Because I definitely had that mindset at 14. I'm grown.
Especially when you're doing grown woman things.
Exactly.
Maybe grown woman things that you necessarily shouldn't have been doing at that age.
You know what I'm saying? Let me sit my Merlot.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, you get introduced to stuff, especially, you know what I'm saying, with the life that we were in. You know, we started dancing very young.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Wasn't even old enough to get into the club.
Right. And dancing and being in the industry, the entertainment industry, does have a way of, you know, making you grow up a little faster.
Definitely.
So, you know, being someone that was taking dance class and even on music video sets at 15 and 16 years old.
Yeah.
You know, getting your full face done, had a weave and all that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Mm-hmm. Niggas was like, what's up?
I'm proud.
And I'm like, yeah, sure, here you go, put it in.
Right. Hello.
Like, no problem.
Text it.
And now looking back, I'm like, damn, yo, I if I have a daughter, I'm going to be on her motherfucking
yeah, man.
heels.
So this is what I did. I already prayed to God. I said, God, I know I gave my mama hell. I know I was hell, but please, Lord.
Nah, baby, that was hell.
Forgive me.
That was
for
hell,
everything, and please let my child be better than me.
Yeah, because
better than I was.
I'm not gonna have the patience my mama did.
Oh no, I barely got patience now.
I'm straight bodying you, like body slamming you, like running up on you, taking you by the neck. Boom! Like, you out your mind? Are you out your mind, girl? Calling my mama like, you know what?
You won't believe what I just did.
You will not believe. I'm just want to say I'm sorry. That's all I want to say. I'm sorry. I get it now. You know what I mean? Let's hug it out next time I see you. You know? But just with the whole, like, R. Kelly situation, I really just hope that now with the documentary, and it's sad because so many people say it and it's so true, no one took this seriously because they were black girls.
Yeah.
No one took it serious. There's so many victims. Mm-hmm. I'm watching the documentary stressed. Like, bro, it's like 30 of y'all.
Right.
And a lot of people,
and I found
out that so many said, like, even my friend said no. She turned down the documentary. They reached out to her. The picture that they showed of... Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to do that because that's going to be too easy to Google. I'm not going to do that.
Okay, yeah, because I was just about to say, I think I might know what you were talking about.
Yeah,
okay, yeah, so we just go.
But you know what? She was around, and they reached out to her, and she turned it down. Mm-hmm. And I get why, because she is very, very young. Like, she probably just turned 22.
Wow.
And she definitely was dating him about 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago.
Wow.
So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it just, it just sucks. Like, it really, really does suck that no one listened to any of them girls. Yeah. Any of them. Mm-hmm. I just really hope. And there's a new tape out.
Yeah, man,
this man got a whole nother sex tape
and
out.
who knows when it was, because we don't even know the year that it came out.
We don't.
We just know that it's another tape, but from what I heard,
another tape.
He's been had tapes.
It's 45 minutes long.
Oh, shit. Okay, I didn't know that.
45 minutes long.
On that note, I'm going to sit my Merlot.
And she's 14. Again. Ooh, that's like his number.
I got to take another sip.
That's his number right there. I don't know why, but that's definitely his number. And I'm just over it at this point. Like, what else are we going to have to do?
Right.
At this point, I want someone to leak the video.
Right.
And show it over, like, I want them to hack Channel 5 News and just show it.
You want to show it?
Show it. The fuck? Show it. Blur out Shorty's face.
I don't know if I want to see it.
Blur out the 14-year-old's face for sure.
No, the first one came out.
I've seen it.
Oh, Jesus.
I've seen it.
I don't know
First
if
of all,
I want to see it.
You know old girl was young because she was in the, like,
Oh,
that's
my
a young
God.
dance
Do
right
y'all
there.
see this right
You
now?
feel me? That's the young, when we was in the teen clubs, we was like.
I know y'all
That's
can't
how
see, but y'all
that's how you know.
go to the YouTube.
She was young. And then, and then even Sparkle was like, that's the same hairstyle she had.
Mm-hmm.
That was her.
Right.
Her own blood stood on the stand and said, yes, that's her and that's him.
But she denied it.
And we still let this man go.
Still let him go.
We still let this man go.
Somebody put up $1 million bail for him.
Why? Why are we even giving him the opportunity to be bailed out?
Yeah.
Let his ass sit in there and they could play Ring Around the Kelly. Period. Pass that nigga around. Listen.
I love it.
You know niggas that come up like, Kelly, I got a daughter who's 13, cuz. So you like that type of shit? That's what that nigga need, period. Fuck everything else. I'm sick of it. I am sick of this shit. Trapped in the closet.
Oh, exactly.
Listen.
Trapped in the closet
Trapped
from the parents who walked into the home.
Trapped in the nursery closet. He was trapped in the nursery closet.
You guys, this is sad but true.
I am over it. I'm over it.
it.
I done deleted all his shit off my phone. Listen. Don't play that shit in the club. I talked to all my DJ friends.
Oh, yeah, no, don't play that shit in the club. When I was working at the radio station and his songs would come up in the radio station, I would sweep it out of the playlist thing. I wouldn't even play
with
a song.
me.
I wouldn't play him on air.
I was in the club the other night and someone played R. Kelly that was like, too soon? I was like, yeah. Yeah. For sure. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Let's go ahead and divert before every female in here walks out. Like, are y'all crazy?
Right.
Like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, this is like a real life situation. Like, this nigga is nasty.
Right.
Like, and then you playing bump and grind. Listen to the words.
Right.
Listen. I don't
See, nothing wrong.
I don't want to hurt nobody.
Oh,
but
yeah.
there's something I need to confess. Whoop, whoop. What you confessing, boy? What you confessing?
Some shit.
Say it on the stand.
Hello.
That's all I got to say.
Hello.
I'm so sick of this R. Kelly situation.
I'm sick of it too.
I'm ready for him to get the time that he definitely deserves.
And I must agree.
For sure.
And on that note, we're going to go to a little intermission. You know, I got to refill my Merlot. But we'll be right back to JaGurl Ravin podcast. All right, so we're back from a short intermission with Shanae Thomas.
What's up?
What's up? So we just had a great discussion on everything that's going on for the most part. The big news in entertainment.
Right.
And I appreciate your opinion.
Of course.
Like, you're so opinionated. You're so,
Listen,
like...
it's so easy to talk to you for just obvious reasons, of course.
Well,
but
of course.
you are very good at what you do, madam.
Oh, thank you, madam. You know, I appreciate that. Definitely. So we're going to end the show with a fun game.
Oh, Lord.
So every episode, I'm going to do a game with the guest, but I'm going to revolve the game around the guest. So
Okay.
Shanae has a specific game, and it's
God.
called How Bad Are You?
Oh, God.
How bad are you? Are you ready?
I'm scared.
Don't be scared, girl. It's going to be fun. Okay.
All right, let's do it.
So I'm going to give you a list of scenarios.
Okay.
And I want to know how bad you are.
Okay.
What would you do? Would you,
Lord.
be the badass Nae? Or, like, are you going to be, like...
The grown-ass nigga.
Exactly. Which one are you going to be? You
Okay.
know, and then I want you to tell me what you would do in this scenario as she sips her tea. All right. Are you ready for the first one?
Yes.
I'll do an easy one for you. How bad are you? Someone takes your parking spot at the grocery store. Got your blinker on.
I'm
But
going
the
to let
motherfucker just pull up in that motherfucker.
Honestly, I'm going to be real. It depends on the type of day I've been having prior. Okay, now.
That's real.
If it's been a rough day,
They gonna get it. They gonna
window and be like, I know your bitch ass saw me about to take this motherfucker's spot. But I'm going to let you live today. But I know your bitch ass saw me. Okay?
So you gonna confront him.
Listen, only if it's been a rough day and I feel like that was my breaking point.
Okay.
But if it's been like a cool day, I'm going to just be like, you know what?
Okay.
It's cool.
So you gonna be semi-bad.
Yeah.
So you gonna talk a little shit.
Just a little bit.
But you gonna let it slide.
I'm going to let it slide.
Okay, oh God. All right, the next one. Someone spills a drink on you on your birthday.
Oh,
Which we
bitch.
just celebrated at the club. last year.
Oh yeah, no, I'm going off.
Okay.
Well, let me say this. It depends on who it is.
Okay.
No, it doesn't. I lied. I lied. Because I was about to say, if it's my homie, I might, nah, bitch, you should have known better. First of all, why you so close to me? First off, give me my space. It's my birthday, ho, period.
Exactly.
You spill a drink on me on my birthday.
On your birthday.
Any day, I'm going to be pissed. But on my birthday.
On your birthday. So you're going to be bad.
I'm going to go off. I'm going to be like, get out my section.
Oh my God, you got to kick them out of this section.
Yes. You've now proven yourself not only clumsy, but careless.
Careless.
So you got to go.
Got to go.
You good. You got in for free, I'm sure, if you was with me. But now you got to go. Go mingle.
Hello.
Find you another section.
So the bad girl gonna come out.
Absolutely. It's my day.
It's my day.
So you got to go.
Okay. The next one. Now, for those who don't know, Shanae works at a night establishment.
I do. I'm in nightlife.
Yes, she's in the nightlife. So what would you do if someone tried to pick a fight with you while you were at work?
Oh God, it's happened.
Drunken
It's happened so many times already.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh my God.
You know, nightlife is it's a very rough business to be in. You have to have a certain type of skin to really work in the nightlife. Mm-hmm. You deal with a lot of people, and when that liquor gets to going, it can get crazy. And I've had men, like I've gotten into arguments with men because I'll cut them off. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not going to keep giving you liquor if I can tell you're already drunk.
Right.
I don't want that blood on my hands. Mm-hmm. So I'm one of the very few bartenders that I know of that will really cut someone off. Mm-hmm. So I've gotten into it with men and women because of that. Mm-hmm. You know, I've had men get drunk and, you know, hand me a 20 and swear they hand me a 50. So they like, bitch, you ain't give me all my change. Whoa, sir.
Pause.
Relax.
Hold up.
I make money. I don't need to steal it, okay? Then the homeboy be like, my bad. Get him out of here.
He gotta
go. Hose him off. Because it's too much. Like, seriously. You know what I mean? I've had girls get catty with me over nothing. Just literally over nothing. Mm-hmm. Hey, bitch, you think you cute. And then, of course, being from Bad Girls Club, you know, they'll try me. They'll try me to see if I'm
about that life
bad or if I'm pussy or about that life. Mm-hmm. And there's been a few times where I won't fight because I don't necessarily want to lose my job. And I've really put in a lot of work to detach myself from that. You know what I mean? But ice and water, I'll throw that in. Like, I'll throw ice in. Like, I do it at the DJ. Like, I'll get a cup of ice, fill it to the top of water, and I will cool down. Cause you hot right now.
Oh yeah,
you real hot. Let me cool you down.
Oh, yeah.
I've thrown ice at people in their faces, like for sure. Cause like that'll really, like, it takes them by surprise. They're not really expecting it.
Exactly.
Like, because I do it so smoothly. Like, I make it seem like I'm about to drink it.
Yeah.
I'll be like, you know what? I'm not even about to argue with you for real. I'll get a straw and everything. Cause at the end of the day, bitch. It's real quick. They won't even see it coming. They be like,
oh, I got a fun story. I've thrown water on somebody before.
Did this bitch really just? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I know I did too. And it started a fight. You know what I'm saying? That was my first fight in the club.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
by the time the baptism happens, they're like so, because most of the time they're already drunk. Mm-hmm. They're like so like just gone. By that time, security's already come and snatched them up. They can't see. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have great aim, so it's like they're like. What's going on? And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, wait. Yup, bitch. Bye-bye. Have a good night. Now your lace front lifting, your eyelashes coming off. Your night is ruined. Bye-bye now. So, yeah, that's really where it goes. But I try, for the most part, to keep it professional. I try not to engage with too many people because at the same time, I don't really take bullshit from everybody, but I've learned that a lot of people are crazy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can't really argue with people, and you damn sure can't argue with crazy people. No. So it's like I try to gauge it, but I do have a bad temper, and I do not really tolerate disrespect. I really do not have the tolerance for it. Okay. So it's a happy medium.
So they get the ice in the water.
Oh yeah. I really won't. I'm really trying to stop fighting. I really am. Yeah. So, ice, a clean little ice water. Wake you up real quick. So
let's do this one. How bad are you? A family member steals money from you. How bad are you? What does Nae do?
First off, I'm gonna give you the opportunity to tell the truth.
Okay.
And give me my shit back.
Okay.
Okay? I'm gonna get, because really, honestly, you know the type of person I am. You can ask me for anything.
Yeah.
If I have it, I'm gonna give it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Whatever I can give, I will. Mm-hmm. But bitch, if you steal from me, I'm gonna ask you first. Mm. Even though I already know. Uh-huh. I'm gonna be like, bruh, you stole from me, bruh. You stole from me, bruh.
Right.
I'm gonna give you 24 hours to give me my shit back.
Right.
Now, if you be like, all right, bro, I mean,
I was just fucking
we can laugh it off,
right?
We can laugh it off. But if you deny it and then get defensive and get crazy, bitch, I don't got. All right, now I gotta pull up. Now I gotta pull up with my hair wrapped. You know what I mean?
Now it's the issue.
Gotta come with the sweats and the sneakers and shit. Now I gotta knock at your door. Like, come on, bro. Why we gotta take it?
Exactly.
Just give me my money. Let's just, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I always started off with the logical part of me.
As you should.
But after that, if you take that and you run with it like it's like, oh, she ain't about to do shit. Okay, cool. Now I gotta turn up.
Now I gotta throw these hands.
I work really hard for mine. You know what I mean? Like I've been on my own since I was like 17. Mm-hmm. So everything that I have currently to this day, I got it out the mud, and can't nobody take that from me. Mm-hmm. So it's like if you steal money from me, you're taking food out of my mouth, like literally, and your family. I really should put hands on you, but I'm going to try to figure out, because clearly you needed it more than I did.
Facts.
So I'm going to try to level with you and figure it out and this, that, and the third. But if you can't stand in your truth, you can't at least give me the decency to tell the truth after you've already stolen from me, then I might have to whoop your ass for real. And I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? But I will.
Yeah. Like, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Period.
Exactly. All right, cool. So last question.
Oh, Lord.
Your best friend sleeps with your mate.
This has happened before.
Oh, my God. With who?
This has happened. This happened to me when I was 19.
Nobody I know, though, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
I was about to say, I know. Allie Bounce. Didn't sleep with. Girl, I done dropped the cards. Allie. Girl, I done dropped these cards thinking it was you. Girl, they got me. Allie Bounce. I know Allie Bounce did not.
I am weak.
Did
I've
not.
actually had two different situations where this has happened.
Oh,
this happened
shit.
once. The first time I was 16.
Oh, my gosh.
And I walked in on my best friend kissing my very first girlfriend. And then it happened again when I was 19. Mm-hmm. I was dating someone who was 21. She was in college. And she had came over to my house randomly and broke up with me. Because she found out that I cheated on her, which I did, whatever. But it came out that my best friend was the one who told her. So my best friend told
she wanted to get with her.
My best friend told my girlfriend that I cheated. My girlfriend came to my house, broke up with me, went from my house straight to my best friend's house. Wow. Right? Mm-hmm. So I'm calling my best friend. I'm like, bro, she just broke up with me. Like, I have no idea. She's like, oh my God, like, are you serious? Like, that's crazy. And I'm like, bro, like, I'm so hurt. Like, I'm like, let me come up. Like, I'm like, can I come over?
And
like,
this is your best friend?
This is my best friend. Like, it's Chris. She was a white girl. But she was like a down-ass white girl. Like, she had just moved. We were friends while we were in high school. She had just moved there from, like, Boston or some shit. Like, I knew she was kind of had some twang to her because she would wear, like, Air Forces and Jordans and shit, but no one was fucking with her because they felt like she was trying to be black. And I just hate that type of shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, like, I befriended her. I was literally her only friend for a while. Then I kind of made other people warm up to her. We got very close. She knew my family. I knew hers. She, I brought her around my girlfriend. You know what I mean? This, that, and the third. So I'm calling her and I'm crying. I'm like, bro, I need to come over. Like, I need my best friend, whatever. She makes up this excuse that made no sense to me. And I just could not let it go. Like, I tried to, like, and I just could not let it go. So I called my other best friend at the time, who was also another white girl. And I was like, yo, can you like, take me somewhere real quick? She was driving. I was like, can you take me somewhere real quick? She was like, sure. I'm still, like, she could tell I've been crying, whatever. I'm telling her the situation. My girlfriend broke up with me. Something's not sitting right. So I'm like, just take me to my best friend's house real quick. I just want to see something. And my heart is thumping. I'm like, bro, if I pull up to my best friend's house and my shorty's car is outside, I'm blacking.
Oh, so you felt it?
I felt it deep in my spirit.
Damn.
And I couldn't let it go.
Wow.
I could not let it go. Like, I want people to really understand that a woman's intuition, I honestly, truly believe that it is God's whisper. And when you try to ignore that shit, it will drive you insane. I don't know if you've had a situation like that.
Oh, yeah.
And you tried to sleep on it, you tried to let it go, you tried to ignore it, tell yourself you're crazy. Do not do that shit. And I'm just sitting there driving to her house, and I have no idea why my heart is literally thumping out of my chest. Girl, I pulled up, that car was outside.
Wow.
So I went in the house, knocked on the door. Her mom answered. You know, she don't know what's going on. She's like, hey. She's like, yeah, such and such and such and such are downstairs. And I'm like, okay. They were like...
Oh, so you go in the house?
I go inside.
Oh,
absolutely.
my God.
She's like, they're downstairs. I was like, okay. Yeah, I'll go. I'm going to go. She was like, all right. So she goes downstairs. I go downstairs, and they are caked up on the couch watching a movie, right? Mind you, when my shorty came and broke up with me, she took this promise ring that she gave me from me as she broke up with me. My best friend was wearing the ring when I walked in.
Oh, my God.
This is a true story. Like, this is no part of this story I'm making up.
That is...
She was wearing my ring.
So what did you do?
I kind of was in shock. I didn't really believe that like what was going on. And I pulled my best friend to the side, and I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? And my shorty came, and she was like, kind of like hovering over. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, what you want? Like,
where was the mama?
She actually came downstairs after she, you know, mamas have intuition too, and she felt the vibe. So she came downstairs and was kind of like, you know, I don't really want this going on in my home. Like, I don't really know the ins and outs of the situation, but what I do know is, excuse me, you know, my daughter is cool with both of you guys. I said, pause. Your daughter's cool with me.
Exactly.
Her loyalty was me. She's my friend. She don't know her. She know her through me.
Yeah.
So why is my shorty at my best friend's house after we just broke up? Make that make sense to me. In what world does your best friend comfort your girlfriend who just broke up with you when y'all didn't even know each other without me?
Right. Make
that make sense. You should be comforting me.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And her mom just really didn't know what to say. So I walked out. I said, you know what? I'm not going to do this inside your home because, you know, I was raised a little bit better than that.
Yeah.
So I walked out and I told Uh-oh,
got a name slip up.
We'll cut that out. I told Shorty to come outside with me, and she was scared. She didn't want to come outside because she knew if she came out. She even texted me and said it. She was like, you know, Nae, like, I'm really scared, like, for my well-being, you know what I mean? Like, da-da-da. I said, your pussy is what you want. I said, you pussy.
Exactly.
But this definitely happened, and I was very emotional and very upset, like, you know what I mean? Like, my trust was really shattered after that. And it's crazy because I literally stayed single until the person I dated right after BGC. I stayed single until then. My trust was so shattered.
So let me ask you this. What is your sexuality? Would you say... I just want to clear that out. Because we'll clear it up.
Right.
Because I know, you know, you've dated some girls.
Yeah.
So would you consider yourself bisexual, or would you say now you are lesbian?
I would say that I'm bisexual, but I hate saying it. Not because I'm ashamed or anything, you know what I mean? But it's just like... Oh, God. Okay, I'm just going to get into this really quick, but we can cut this out if you want to.
No, keep it all.
I'm just going to dig into it.
Keep it all. Tell myself, keep it all.
I'm going to say...
Gary, keep it all.
I'm going to say, and I had a conversation about this with the person that I'm dating right now, who is a woman. She wasn't aware that I was bisexual when we started dating. And she found out a few nights ago. And she kind of was a little disappointed by it. And it kind of made me mad because it was like, you're disappointed because you feel like now I have a higher possibility of cheating. And I'm like, my sexual preference has nothing to do with my possibility of cheating. It's my character that you need to be worried about. I'm still the same person I was 10 minutes ago when you thought I was a full lesbian. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, don't do me like that just because you now know that I like women and men, as if it's a higher risk because I like women and men. I was like, let's be clear. Even if I was a lesbian, men are still going to try me. They're still going to ask me out. They're still going to flirt with me.
You still have guy friends.
Yeah, like I still live in the nightlife. Like, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. And I do honestly feel like out of the LGBTQ I personally feel, in my opinion, that the B and the T get the most shit. For sure. And anyone that wants to debate me on that, they can call me up and we can go for it.
And the B is bisexual,
the
T
B is transgender. Absolutely.
Gotcha.
It's LGBTQ, which stands for lesbian, bisexual, gay. Yo, seriously? Sorry. Lesbian, bisexual, gay, transgender, queer.
Yeah.
So I do feel like the bisexual and the transgender get the most shit. Transgender for the obvious reasons, because you're changing your sex. You know what I mean? The process in the beginning is very... It's the hardest part of the process. You know what I'm saying? When you come to terms with the fact that you're a woman who wants to be a man or a man who wants to be a woman, you start to make subtle and slight adjustments in your wardrobe. You start to take testosterone or estrogen pills. You start to wear wigs or jewelry or women clothing or women cologne or men cologne. You know what I mean? Yeah. The small transition into that permanent lifestyle, that permanent life change is very jarring. Bisexual gets a lot of shit because we are not taken seriously for our sexual preference. We are looked at as confused, selfish, greedy. We want the best of both worlds. You know what I mean? When I'm seen with a woman and I date a woman and then it goes south and then I decide to date a man, I get all this, oh, you a fake lesbian. I never claimed to be a real lesbian.
Exactly.
I never claimed to be a lesbian.
Exactly. Hence the bisexual definition.
Period.
Right.
So it's like, now I have to fight and say, I'm bisexual, this, that, and the third. Oh, so you just like to have your cake and eat it too. First of all, that's what you're supposed to do with cake.
Hello.
You're supposed to eat it. Okay?
And buy it.
That's the first thing. Secondly, I'm far from confused, my nigga. Like, I know exactly what it is I like.
Hello.
Period. Yep. But I'm not about to sit here and really fight with you and justify why I like both. I don't fucking know.
Right.
I didn't ask to like men and women. Like, this just is the way that it is. I'm not about to lie to myself. I'm gonna stand in my truth. I've had long-lasting relationships with women, 2 years, you know what I'm saying? Thought that was going to be the love of my life. I had a relationship with a nigga for 2 years. You know him. You know what I mean?
Yep.
2 years, and that went sour, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I hate the question, well, who do you see yourself getting married to? Who do you see yourself being with in the future? What do you like more? Do you like men or women? It's so immature. It's so retarded, because it's like asking a straight woman, what do you, like, what kind of man do you like more? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you like, do you like uncircumcised or circumcised penis? Bitch, penis is penis.
I like them circumcised.
Penis is penis at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get the job done. You know what I mean? You like black men. Okay, so do you like black? Like, do you like dark? Or do you like milky? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you like light skin?
Right.
Nigga, I like black men. I love men. Like, period. Like, okay, cool. Like, now you can have a preference on the type of men you like, but you like men. You feel what I'm saying? Yep. I might have a preference on the type of woman or the type of man I like, but I like them both equally. I don't have to like one more than I like the other. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if somebody asks you, which ex do you dislike the most? Nigga, I dislike them all. That's why they're all exes.
Well,
like,
I just like one more than the other, but that's nothing to say.
Like, it's like, you know what I mean? But it's like, it's the same type of situation.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, don't ask me which one I like more, which one I'm more comfortable with, or, you know, which one more pleases me more, this, that, and the third. Like, all of that shit I feel like is insulting. Yeah. It's insulting to me, because it's like, you wouldn't ask a straight person these questions. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you're not really too focused or concerned about the preference that a straight person has. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, they like what they like. And just leave it there. So to be a bisexual is very hard, but I'm not going to sugarcoat it for anyone to help anybody's comfortability. Right. I love women. I love men. I love everything that makes a woman a woman. You know what I'm saying? It goes hand in hand with my upbringing. I was surrounded by strong, beautiful black women. Yes. So of course I love everything about them. Yes. You know what I mean? And then I love men. I love all types of men. You know what I mean? Because I've seen and been around all types of men all my life. You feel what I'm saying? With my mom and dad being separated, my mom dated a lot of different people. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I saw a lot of different people, all with great characteristics, all different shapes and sizes, colors and hues and races. You know what I mean? So it's like, what I'm accustomed to has a lot to do with what I was around when I was younger. So it's just natural for me to love women because I've seen what they can do.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I'm not about to sit here and really go back and forth about which one I like more, which one does more for me, or why I like this or why I like that. Like, I'm not about to do that. I'm bisexual. I will date a man. I will date a woman. I will get married to a man or a woman. It's about who penetrates me here, not necessarily who penetrates me there.
Hello. And on that note, we're going to wrap up. Shanae, thank you. The first episode, and you was my guest, girl. Yes.
Period. Whoa.
Period. Well, I just can't thank you enough.
Stop it.
Like,
cut it out.
The first show, and
Cut
you're
it
my
out.
guest.
Cut it out.
And you're like my sister.
All right, you know what?
Like, I'm going to get a little emotional. No, maybe that's the Merlot, but you know what I'm saying? I'm still feeling it right now. So, But I just want to say thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
This has been great.
Yes, I had a lot of fun.
First episode, and I got a lot within this show. So I'm thankful.
Of course.
So glad that you came.
Listen, anything for this one, okay? And I don't even know if you're going to put this in there, but I want to let all y'all hoes know. I will fuck a bitch. I don't even like fighting no more. But, bitch, I will drag, tag, and rag your ass off the strength of this one right here. This is my baby. This is my little sis. I have been around this one since she was 16.
Yes.
Okay? 16.
10 plus years.
So please do
I
not
won't give
play
away
with
my
it.
age.
These matching tattoos, this is not no game right here. We locked in for life, baby.
For life.
I love you. I'm so proud of you.
I love you. Thank you so much.
Period.
And on that note, that's a wrap.